Hey guys, what's up? Clyde Monster here, and welcome again to Games in Gear, where I speak of games both old and new. This week, I'm going to talk about the very thing I've witnessed back in late May of 2018. Pokemon fans old and new, prepare to have your mind blown! Whoa! Well, okay then. Well, this week, I'm going to be exploring the Pokemon Gold and Silver SpaceWorld Demo that features tons of stuff that has never been seen before, including new Pokemon, locations, and other things that didn't make the final cut in the game. So without further ado, or I don't, let's stroll down memory lane with the Pokemon SpaceWorld Demo! When I first heard about a beta version of the Gen 2 games a few years ago, this came from fellow YouTuber Tamashii Hiroka in one of her beta secret videos. Here's a shout out for her, by the way. Come check her videos out. She explains Pokemon games a lot better with more detail. At the time, there wasn't much info regarding the SpaceWorld Demo, and it had me wondering what the demo would have been like. Would it be like an early version of Johto, or possibly an actual sequel to the Red and Blue game? So many possibilities were flowing through my head as if a huge storm was blowing in my train of thought. I mean, there were already pictures of beta related stuff like old screenshots or Pokemon concept art, and while there were sources like Bulbapedia I can turn to, it just wasn't enough. But I never let that bother me, because at first I thought it'd be one of those things that has gone to the abyss, speaking in terms of something being lost forever. I mean, when you think about it, would it be possible for this demo to get leaked online only to be playable for old school Pokemon fans such as myself, or anyone who's new to the series? Well, to my surprise, I was about to get my answer. By May of 2018, I was totally taken by surprise. It seemed that somehow, the Pokemon SpaceWorld Demo was all over the internet, and it was the talk of Twitter for a while. I mean, firstly, there were some pre-evolutions for Pokemon like Vulpix, Growlithe, Tangela, Goldeen, Ponyta, Paris, Doduo, and even Meowth. I mean, why on earth would they scrap a Pokemon like a pre-evolution for Meowth? It's too adorable! Originally, Mr. Mime was going to have a pre-evolution in the demo, but all wasn't lost when that was scrapped, for we would later have Mime Jr. in Gen 4. Of course, some of the Pokemon in there later became official pre-evolution. There are also some earlier versions of Pokemon that would later make it in the final game, like Phanpy, Sunflora, Hoothoot, Kingdra, Politoed, Aipom, and Sneasel. This was an amazing thing. I mean, aside from that, there was some scrap Pokemon I never even knew about, like this freaky eel-looking thing. Seriously, what is that supposed to be? That's probably gonna haunt my nightmares for a long time now. Thanks a lot, Game Freak. And what else do we have here? A seal with a giant fireball in its nose? Maybe that was gonna be a fire water type. Ooh, an evolution for Farfetch'd? And an evolution for Pinsir. Well, that's probably out the window now due to the fact that Pinsir has a mega evolution now. Pokemon like Tangela and Lickitung had evolutions that was scrapped from the demo, but that concept would come back in the Gen 4 games as well. Some creepy panda guy, a cat Pokemon that looks like Luna from Sailor Moon. Aw, Weepinbell was gonna get an alternate evolution? Why would they scrap that? It would have been perfect considering that Eyes and Bellsprout were once version exclusive back in the Gen 1 days. And was this gonna be the original evolution for Hoothoot? I gotta say, it looks like a really pudgy Pidgey, but that's just my opinion. Well, as cool as it would have been to see those Pokemon in the official game, some of the designs in my opinion were just plain weird. Of course, I mean no disrespect to the Pokemon artists. Okay, so when I played this demo, the places you can go to were pretty neat. For example, the starting town looks a bit like how New Bark Town would eventually become. As I walked around, the only thing that bummed me out that I couldn't heal my Pokemon. And if my Pokemon gets knocked out, the demo would automatically end. As I looked into the demo, I found I could battle Pokemon like Caterpie, Pidgey, and a Pokemon what appears to be a Hoppip. And I once saw a Pokemon that looked like Girafarig, but it had another giraffe thing on the other side of it. There were some decent trainers to battle too. One even had a level 9 Slowking. How freaky was that? Anyway, somewhere along the line, someone managed to debug the demo ROM, so when I tried that, I found that there are lots more areas to explore. For example, there was a town that looked a bit like Pallet Town. I guess they wanted to pay tribute to the Gen 1 games. Of course, you have the entirety of the Pokemon fanbase to thank for this, for a lot of YouTube videos involving this demo would show you a lot of stuff that I talked about, but in a much better context. The only thing I was to see from the demo was the storyline. I mean, what was that going to be like? Would there be a return of Giovanni from Team Rocket? Or is there going to be some kind of storyline regarding catching the legendaries? I guess we may never know. One thing's for sure. It seems that the stuff from the demo would be carried on to the final version of the Pokemon games, as well as future Pokemon titles too. But still, I can't help but wonder what it would have been like if the SpaceWorld Demo was modified to be the final game. I'm sure that would have been something. I had to admit, the SpaceWorld Demo was really amazing. Even though some of the Pokemon that were in the game didn't make the final cut in the final versions, I think it served as inspiration for future Pokemon designs, and the locations might serve that same purpose as well. At this point, if Gen 8 ever does come around, I wonder if Game Freak would revisit the SpaceWorld Demo, maybe get some more inspiration, or possibly revive some of the old concepts that was in it. Who knows? Possibilities are endless. I mean, if I were to travel back in time and visit Japan just to play this demo, it probably would have been an amazing thing. It probably gave me a great feeling of nostalgia. I mean, Pokemon was one of the many things I've enjoyed for a long time, and I've always been a huge fan. And the fact that this demo revealed so many never before seen stuff was really mind-blowing. If it wasn't for the demo, we probably wouldn't have the Pokemon Gold and Silver games. The Gen 2 games was such an amazing thing growing up, and I'm grateful for that. There's always something about Pokemon that makes you feel as if you're actually traveling to a new area catching Pokemon to train in battle. It's such an amazing sight when you think about it. While I still have many questions regarding the demo, it's good to know that in a way, it played a role in the development of the Gen 2 games we all know and love today. May the journey through the Johto region live on. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Now it's time for Game Wordplay. And this week's Game Wordplay is PokeRip, in which Pokemon, while the franchise is popular, falls victim to rip-offs and imitations. That's right, I'm looking at you, Digimon, Robopon, and Monster Rancher. But I have nothing against if people work on stuff like that, so I do apologize if I offended anyone out there. Well, I hope this has been a mind-blowing experience for you. Whoa, I think you get the picture here. So this is Clyde Monster saying, see you next time on Games in Gear.
Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You can take me to Moisty Mire, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug jug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You can take me to Moisty Mire, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug jug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers.
I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Games in Gear. If so, then click the like button. And to see more, click that subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Now we'll continue to get my video game on.